What's up, family? This is your boy Bill on a budget, coming to you with another video. Hey, sun is out, getting my type of weather, man. Hot as a dickens, man. Been working all day outside, but I got a chance to do a little something on the 65 today. And I'm gonna walk down this hill, kind of let y'all see what I got going on. Back with this gauge cluster. Hey, tell y'all something. When y'all see people stuff on YouTube or anywhere and it's really nice, believe that they got a lot of work in it, man. Some of this stuff don't come easy. I'm gonna show y'all this gauge cluster and then turn it around and kind of show y'all a little bit of what I got done to it. Okay, all of y'all that been with me for a minute done seen this gauge cluster that I got down there at Run to the Sun. Dolphin gauges, has the water temperature, oil pressure, tachometer, electronic speedometer, fuel level, and volt gauge. And I got them down at Run to the Sun, and I went with the electronic speedometer because I got a 4L60E in here, and a regular cable drive won't gonna cut it. So I sprung and got the electronic. If I wanted to spend any more money, I could have got the one that run on GPS. But let me turn this thing around, kind of show y'all what's going on. Wires, and more wires. Yes, sir. Hey, this type of stuff will rattle your brain if you don't take time to get it put in right, and you try to want to make it as neat as you can. So on the back of these gauge clusters, you got, of course, your lights for the dash lights. Then you got a hot and ground power for the gauge itself, and then you got a wire to the sending unit. And so on a note like that, that's how I got it all wired up, and I tested it, and so far it looked good. Now what I have is, I have all of my leads, and I got them labeled to where they go, what's sending, what's gauge power, and what's light power, and what's ground, so that when I put it in there, I can mount it and I can have it in there. At one time, y'all noticed that this wiring harness under here was just like a complete rat nest. But now it's not like a whole rat's nest, but it's still a lot of wires. But as you can see, I got them somewhat separated to what goes where. And I'm a little bit able now to kind of work with them. I still got my headlight switch, and this sun trying to affect my video a little bit. I still got my headlight switch, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eventually shorten the wires on the headlight switch. I wanted to leave them long like this, so I have a little room to pull the dash cluster in and out, so that you know, it won't be just a real tight fit. But I can work on that. Now, what I'm gonna do in the beginning, y'all seen that I had push button start in here, but I put the switch back in here because I'm trying to get everything in here, get it working right, know that it's right, and then I can deal with the wires off of a push button switch. So I went back to my regular ignition switch so that it'll be a little more versatile for me to work on. Then I got my wires here for my radio. And once I get my everything hooked up, I run these starter wires in through another wire harness. I'll show you that. Under the hood. See, I really don't want a lot of wires running in here. It's like, this is a main power wire, this is a wire for my horn, and this is a loom for my headlights. See, I run the horn and stuff through this loom because this loom is gonna go under the fenders when I get ready to tidy it up, so I won't really have no wires running across my fenders up here. And I definitely would do something with the main power wire coming off my battery into my fuse box. I want to put it on a fusible link close to the battery, just in case if something happened, it'll pop up here instead of burning on the inside of the truck. It's just a precautionary measure. And like these two wires here is the hot wire running to my ignition switch, which that's gonna come out, and the hot wire gonna come over here off of this one. And then this is my purple wire from a starter. It's gonna come out and it's gonna loop, and they are gonna come in somewhere down here and come through this little hole here, which I put a grommet on it, and you know, where it won't cut the wires. So I mean, my goal, and of course, this is my my wire for my amp, which I figure out what I want to do with that. But you know, that's just, you got to do this stuff, and you got to prove it, make sure it's right. Yeah, you got to prove this stuff. Gotta get in the light. There you go. You got to prove this stuff and make sure it's right before you go to making stuff final, you know? Once you make it final, then to change stuff is a lot of extra work. So the reason why these wires are still long up under the dash is I'm trying to get it right before I call it done, before I call it good. Alrighty, I'm back. That looks a little neater when you put the stuff in there. Got the switch in, got this switch in, and like I said, these wires here, they already labeled. All they're gonna need is shortening up. These wires here, I know where they go. So it's already getting a lot neater. You take the stereo wires that are loose, you take them away, then they won't be in the way. And see that purple wire and that red wire that I got running up through the dash right there, they're gonna come in through a wire harness on this side of the truck. And so, like I said, once I get those wires put up where they're supposed to go, I think everything is gonna look a whole lot neater. And out here, I run wire looms. Like, see, that's that yellow wire. It's gonna tuck down behind the motor along with the blue wire. The blue wire is my oil sending unit. The yellow wire is my temperature gauge. They're gonna all tuck down behind the motor along with this starter wire. And they're gonna be put in a wire loom. So you won't see none of those wires right there. And they're gonna all come up and it's gonna come through the firewall right here. So it'll be these two wire harnesses, this one and the one going over there. And that'll be all you see under the hood. So it's like this here. I got some fine people up there in Weederton, Illinois that is depending on me to make these hands work to get those that rat nest out from under that dashboard, and I promised that I wouldn't disappoint. So, you know, that's my goal, is to make all of that stuff look neat, wire loom it up, tie it up where, you know, I don't want a fire hazard and all of that. It has been a lot, and it's still a lot to go, but for the most part, I think that it's coming out pretty good. And so, you know, like I said, that is nothing, because I know where they go now. I got them all separated, and you know, like that green wire, that goes back there to my sending unit. I just got to run it up through the frame, bring it through that hole, run it down beside the up here, bring it out. So it's real simple stuff that's got to be done. That wire there, the orange wire, that's gonna go to my interior lights. My light up there. It's all now about just making it work, and I'm gonna do that. And now the next order of business that I want to talk about is, what did I decide to do on this truck as far as paint or patina? I know I asked the question, and I got a lot of good responses and a lot of valid responses. And I think, in talking with my wife, I'm gonna go patina. Tell you why. It's a lot easier. You know, when the project done whooped your butt, as long as this one done whooped mine, you want to do something. You want to make it a little easier on you. To paint this truck, I've always said, if your paint ain't right, if your body work ain't 100, prime it. Put it in primer. It's a lot more forgiving. People don't judge it as hard when you in primer. But once you start going paint, man, they want to pick it apart. Every little ding, every little scratch. Car could be 100 years old, but if it's in paint, they want it to be perfect. And people don't give you no break with stuff like that. And I'm at the stage now where I want easy. And I want to do a patina. Now the question is, what color? This truck here look like it used to be two colors. I don't know if it was orange and somebody painted it blue. I don't really know. When you look back here, you see the blue, but you also see the orange. So I'm in between. I believe it's a 507 blue, which is a Carolina blue. I don't know what number orange it is, but see that? It's going to be one or the other. I kind of like the blue because I'm from North Carolina and I'm a Carolina fan. I did want to put the truck in orange when I started building it last year, but I was real ambitious. It done kind of broke me down a little bit and done brought me back into reality to say, if you don't want to spend a butthole full of money, then you need to go ahead and make it a patina truck where you can do it a lot cheaper than trying to get everything perfect to paint it. And so that's what I'm gonna go with is either blue or orange. Hey, drop down in the comments, let me know what you think, and you know, it's gonna be one or the other. Y'all see them little bees like that? Let me see if I can't bring that bee up on the screen. Where he at? You see him flying? Man, I've been knocking them things out the air. I missed that one that time. But there you go. He busted up. See him down on the ground? That's them little jokers, man, that'll eat your house up. They worse than termites, man. I probably done killed 200 of them this year. Seem like they like baby kids, man. Every time you kill one, two more show up. But if I keep knocking them out the air with this tennis racket, I'm gonna be done killed the whole colony for this year. They're gonna have to come back and regroup on built on the budget. I have fun doing it, man, because they irritate me flying around buzzing. But look, I just wanted to put this out there, let y'all see what's going on, and y'all stay with me. My next video, my man with the 70 c10 that we doing the LS swap, he got all of his parts with the exception of his drive shaft. But tomorrow we're gonna go and we're putting everything together. We're gonna let that puppy be able to run. And I don't know, man. I don't want to do it, but I might, temporary purposes, cut that drive shaft and put it back together just so he can move it. But he gonna still need another drive shaft. But his fuel pump that been back ordered for I don't know how long. Speedway Motors, man, y'all guys is sorry with your parts, man. This thing been back ordered for about 2 months, but hey, we got it, and I came in today, and we getting ready to go to work. We're gonna hear that puppy purring tomorrow, so hopefully I can get some good footage and show y'all guys. That's why you got to keep your notification bells on, because you don't never know when built on the budget, they're going to drop another one of those live videos. Hey, but look, oh yeah, back to the patina. Now, I follow this guy, him and his wife, and a lot of y'all probably follow him already. If you don't follow him, go check his channel out, man. It's called Corey Weeks Customs, CWC. Corey and Hannah. They out of Indiana, man. They do a lot of rack rod stuff. He loved those 12 valve Cummins engines, and they do them old C50s, and I mean, they got a lot of nice stuff, man. I didn't think I would ever like some of the stuff that I see that he done, but I kind of like that old 12 valve Cummins in a C50, what's that old other international truck, a low star sitting on the ground. Yeah, man, him and his wife Hannah, hey, they real good people, man. They go to a lot of shows. They got a lot of good videos out there. They got a whole lot of followers. If you decide to go over there, man, just tag Built on the Budget. Let them know, hey, this guy from North Carolina watch y'all, and he referred us to check you out. I mean, you know, it ain't gonna pay me no money, but it's always good in this YouTube creators family that I'm in to know that you got other people, man, sending people to your channel. So that's why I say that. Corey Weeks Custom. Go check it out. And I think y'all will like them too, man. They really down to earth. I mean, look, I thought that, well, I know I got a good wife that love this type of stuff. Hannah's on a different level, man. Just check it out. And, until the next video, this is your boy Built on the Budget saying keep those notification bells on because more content is on the way. To the next one,